The adventuring crew plays Curse of Strahd with
Esterith as Theron DeLong,
I quit as Shoehorn Butterhorse.
Rob as Kahal.
Wembley as Basgalub.
Sidel as Vale Willarest.
and Smokey as your DM. Music provided by Upbeat.io. Original art by Vintage Cartoon. Episode 0, Part 1. Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of The Adventuring Crew Plays Curse of Strahd. My name is Ian Johnston. I go by Smokey online, and I'll be the Dungeon Master for this adventure. I've been running D&D games for close to a decade now. My first campaign was a multi-year homebrew pirate adventure that I jumped headfirst into running only a few months after picking up the hobby. Since then, I've run multiple campaigns, some long-form home games and others through Adventure League at game stores. But this is my first time recording a game as an actual play. For me, that's exciting and a little bit daunting. I'm looking to stretch myself as a DM by trying a different style of running a campaign. And who knows, maybe bring a few people along for the fun of it. So what is this podcast? First and foremost, this is a casual, hobby-first project. We're not professional performers, and we're not aiming to make this into a business. The focus is us having fun with the game, sharing the story as it happens, and letting you, the listener, feel like you're sitting at the table with us. You'll hear the goofy moments, the tense moments, the times where roleplay takes over, and yes, probably some moments where things go a bit off the rails. We'll do some editing after the fact, mostly to cut out dead air, long rule lookups, or breaks, but we won't be redoing or scripting anything. The story you hear is the story that happens, live at the table. Episodes will probably run between 2 and 3 hours and be released once a month, which is about the length of our typical D&D session. The players joining me are friends of mine from the Zealots of Shiverpeak Guild, a long-running Guild Wars community that's been around for many years. That's where we all first met and started playing D&D together. In many ways, this series is an extension of that. Friends from a gaming guild sitting down to play another game of D&D together, this time inviting an audience along for the adventure. Over the next few episodes, you'll get to meet each of the players one by one. They'll introduce themselves, share a bit about their history with tabletop RPGs, and then introduce the characters they're bringing into the story. By the time the campaign itself kicks off, you'll already have a sense of who the adventuring party is. So what are we playing? We'll be running Curse of Strahd, one of the most famous campaigns for D&D 5th edition. It's a gothic horror adventure set in the mist-shrouded lands of Barovia, a place of dark forests, haunting villages, mysterious castles, and of course, a certain infamous vampire lord. This campaign is about atmosphere. It's about suspense, danger, and the feeling that you're in an unfamiliar and perilous land, a place that itself does not want you to escape its grasp. But our table isn't only about serious roleplay. We're here to have fun, so expect the tone to shift. Some nights will be dramatic and spooky, while others might be full of laughs and chaotic energy. We'll also be adding a little twist to how we run the game. Alongside the standard 5.5 edition rules, we'll be using a homebrew system I created called Magic as Currency. In short, it changes how treasure and magic items work. Instead of just handing out loot the way D&D normally does, adventurers will uncover patterns they can use to craft their own magic items. It makes the flow of treasure feel more dynamic, a little more open-ended and player-driven. That's all you really need to know as a listener, but if you're curious, I'll have the full rules linked in the description for you to check out. So there's the setup. I'm Smokey, your DM. You'll meet the players and their characters in the episodes to come, and then together we'll step into Barovia, a land of danger, mystery, and adventure. Thank you so much for joining us on this first episode, and we're excited to get started. We hope you'll come along for the ride.